Kicking off their European adventure, it will be Hungary up against the Swiss over in Group A. Must-win territory already. We're going to get into it, all of it, next. That's right, folks, back once again with another video. Today is all about previewing the second match in Group A. It's Hungary up against the Swiss. Who's getting off to a flyer? Who, of course, will get off to absolute rotter? We'll get into all of it in a second. Of course, big shout out to the VIPs. They are the patrons. You know who you are. And again, if you're new, hit the old subscribe, boys and girls. Your one-stop shop for Euros is right here under one rooski. Can I get another cheeky like request out there? Looking for 50 likes on this one as we try to make some ground. And of course, please do us a favor and smash your subscribe. You won't regret it, because we've got all sorts of coverage for Euros, including Cast the Cat, my own previews, reviews, predictions, all of that kind of stuff. You don't have to go anyway. But anyway, let's get cracking and look forward to this game between Hungary and the Switzerland. It's one of those, you just don't know what you're going to get here. And of course, we're going to take a look at Hungary's adventure as they, of course, return to the big stage. Hungary qualified Group G winners. Bear that in mind. Not Group G second place, not playoff winners. They come here as a Group A winner. That means they've got some clout. They've got something about them. So don't underestimate Hungary when they come into this group. They qualified 16th of November 2023. The previous campaign of 4 times, of course, with their best ever performance was runners-up. Did I say runners-up? I meant third place. Third place back in 1964. This is actually their 5th appearance. Their first stretching all the way back to 1964, where again they finished in 3rd spot. Marco Rossi, of course, talented player, but of course good manager. And of course he is in the dugout for the Hungarians heading into this one. The star man, is there any doubt? It's Szoboszlai, of course, of Liverpool's books. They are in Group A, where they're expected to challenge 7-1 to win the group. To qualify though, 6-4 on, not too shabby there. To win the whole thing, 80-1. Of course, with the prediction of a group stage exit in my eyes. Now, maybe I've underestimated Hungary on this one, but it is a tough old group. They've, of course, got the Germans, the Scots, as well as today's opponents, Switzerland as well. They'll kick it all off on June the 15th against Switzerland. Then they take on the hosts, Germany, on match number 2, June 19th. And then the Scots on June 23rd there. Of course, top 2 go through. Third place is, of course, a bit of a lottery. So, of course, what about the squad then? Let's take a little look at the squad. Some key players, of course, Gulashki between the sticks there. You've got Adam Lang at the back. We got Dominik Szoboszlai, of course. Callum Stiles makes the squad. And up top, they'll be pinning the hopes on Salai and Varga as well. What about, of course, my starting 11? Well, have a little look at it. This is, of course, a uneducated guess at the Hungary squad with Gulashki at the back. Their back 3 for me: Salzai, Orban, Lang with Nagy on the left, Nego on the right, Stiles, Schaefer, Varga, Szoboszlai, Salai up top. Quite a tasty looking team in my eyes. What about the Swiss then, shall we? Take a look at the Swiss as they come into this. Again, always labelled as a dark horse. Well, they're coming at you, qualified as Group I runners-up. That's right, they secured their spot on the 16th of November 2023. And of course, they've been here 5 times in the past. Their best performance was a quarterfinal spot back in 2020. Of course, their manager Murat Yakin at the moment, star man, still Granit Xhaka. How many competitions has he got left in the locker? And of course, they are into Group A, where, of course, the odds currently 11-2 to win the group, qualifying at 2-1 of course, and to win the thing 66-1. My prediction currently for the Swiss stands at last 16. I'm going to move those goalposts, of course, whenever those last 16s come around. This is their resume then, of course, in that Group A, alongside today's opponents, Hungary, who they will meet on the 15th of June. Then, of course, focus switches to the Scots, June 19th. That's match number 2. The third game on June 23rd will be the Germans. Of course, well, I'll have to challenge, I'm sure. And again, you're looking at 3 points to be in consideration, 4 points probably to guarantee yourself a spot in that last 16. But where on earth is this Swiss team going to finish? Quick look at the squad then, of course. Jan Sommer between the sticks, of course, number 1 for Internazionale, of course, on the books here now for the Swiss. I've got a very good looking team, of course, at Kanji at the back. We've got Shaqiri still knocking around at Chicago Fire. Xhaka, of course, they've probably even got another World Cup in them, looking at their ages. Brillembolo and the likes up top. What about the scores from my starting 11 then for the Swiss? Well, how about this? Again, going with a back three for me, somewhere between the six, Elverdi, Akanji, and Shah, making up a back three with Fulo on the left, Widmer on the right, Sakiria, and Xhaka in midfield. Shaqiri on the left-hand side, Okafor up top, Vargas on the right-hand side, and again, the likes of Brillembolo, Zubner, Rodriguez, some familiar faces as well, coming off here from the bench to cause some problems. Those are, of course, my starting 11s. Now let's take a look at the game itself then, shall we? When it all boils down to this. That's right, coming at you at the Rhine Energy Stadium on the 15th of June. It's Hungary, it's the Swiss. Of course, they have played each other 5 times since 1938. 1 win for the Hungarians, just 3 wins for the Swiss, and there's been 1 draw. Now, as of recording, the Hungarians come into this on 83% form for them right now, winning 3 on the bounce. In fact, I did see a stat out there. They were unbeaten in the last 12 matches. They come into this. Biggest win over the Swiss was a 2-0 win. They've actually scored 8 goals in those 5 games against them, 1.60 goals a game on average. The Swiss, on the flip side, 50% form for them at the moment. That's winning 1, losing 1, drawing 4. They've been the draw specialists, but they do rock a 5-2 win over the Swiss in their as their biggest encounter between these two sides. They've, in fact, scored 13 goals in those 5 games combined, 2.60 goals a game on average. Now, the previous 5 results are there on the screen here, and of course, the most recent was that 5-2 win for the Swiss over Hungary back in October 2017, of course, and Hungary's one and only victory, according to my data, is all the way back in 1938. Quick look then, shall we, at the bookies. The bookies have Hungary 12-5 for the victory. 11-10 is the Swiss, who are favoured. And of course, the draw is also at 12-5. But of course, the public opinion is out there. They've gone against the form book. They've gone against the bookies, and they've gone all out to say Hungary for the victory here. 52% of the vote has gone in favour of Hungary, with 32% backing the Swiss. The draw is currently at 16% for the tie between the two sides. Of course, now what about me then? All spotlight switches to me. This is a very difficult group. I think the Germans should be the number 1 team, the one that everyone has to chase. But of course, that second spot is wide open. It could go any which way. So this game is absolutely valuable. And I think both coaches, both sets of players will understand and will realize that this game is too big to lose. And unfortunately for us, the viewers, the spectators, we're going to be on the receiving end of the first draw of the tournament. I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. Too much hope and expectations are resting on this, and a defeat from either of these two nations at the first hurdle will just cause some long-lasting reverberations for the rest of the tournament. So I think they want to get out of this without a defeat to give themselves optimism for when they take on the Scots or the Germans in their next matches. So that, of course, is what I think. Don't forget, guys, we do have a prediction league. It's wide open. It's 100% free via Super Brew. Get involved here, cut.ly/Euro 2024, or use the QR code if you're savvy in the old technical department. That is all I've got for you today, guys. I'm looking forward to the Euros. Make sure you smash the old like. Again, we're looking for 50 likes on the streams, on the videos here for this. And also, don't forget to check out the cat prediction. She's done it again. And we've also got combined predictions, split, though the match days are split. Match day 1, match day 1 part 1, match day 1 part 2 for the group stage matches. So make sure you check that out. Please, of course, join me for the watch-alongs when, of course, they come around. They are going to be a bit hot and cold. Some are going to be with me. Some of them are going to be somebody else. And also some might not have anybody at all. But, of course, they're all worth a visit. But until then, guys, subscribe, smash the like, and I'll see you soon for the next one.